So let us explain about the plasma membrane. Okay. Here generally the plasma membrane is a selective permeable membrane. Selective permeable membrane and elastic nature and porous. Okay, right. So generally the plasma membrane separates the cytoplasm from the surrounding environment. Okay, separates the cytoplasm from the surrounding environment. Okay, the term plasma membrane was coined by term plasma membrane was coined by Kramer. Yes. So Kramer and Nageli. Okay, in 1885. Okay, right. Another scientist is there, J.Q. Flower, named it as plasma lemma. Okay, so plasma lemma. Okay, he called the plasma membrane as a plasma lemma. Okay, right. So this is the history of the plasma membrane. Now we know the chemical composition of plasma membrane. Okay, so chemical composition of plasma membrane. Here generally the plasma membrane made of lipids, proteins and oligosaccharides. So once we know the chemical composition, so chemical structure, chemical structure or chemical composition of plasma membrane. Okay, so generally it is made of lipids, okay, proteins mainly, okay, and then few of oligosaccharides, okay, so oligosaccharides and water, okay, and few enzymes also, okay. So these components are present in the mainly plasma membrane. So once we know the lipids about lipids, okay, so right. So generally lipids are present as a phospholipids, okay, present as a phospholipids generally. Okay, right. So generally, based on the electrical charge, the phospholipids are classified into two types. Okay, so phospholipids are classified into two types. So that is one is neutral phospholipids, and the second one is acid phospholipids. Okay, so phospholipids are classified into two types based on the electrical charge. Okay, so neutral phospholipids. So neutral phospholipids, once we take the neutral phospholipids, so generally they have no electrical charge. Okay, they have no electrical charge. So have no electrical charge. Okay, have no electrical. They are tightly packed as a bilayer. Okay, they are tightly packed. So tightly, okay. So tightly packed as a bilayer. Okay, tightly packed as a bilayer. Okay, they are not associated with the proteins. Okay, they are not associated with the proteins. They are only tightly packed, okay, as a bilayer in the plasma membrane. Okay, they are no associated with the proteins. Okay, the type of phospholipids are called neutral phospholipids. Okay, for example, if you take the example of nodal phospholipids, so example is lecithin. Lecithin. Okay, so lecithin. Another example is cephalin. Cephalin. These are the examples of nodal phospholipids. Okay, right. So once we know the acid phospholipids, what is about acid phospholipids? That means they have electrical charge. Okay, right. So they have electrical charge. Okay, have electrical charge and associate with the proteins. Yes. So associate with proteins. Okay, associate with proteins, forming lipoproteins. Okay, associate with proteins. That type of phospholipids are called acid phospholipids. Okay, so acid phospholipids have electrical charge and associate with the proteins to forming lipoprotein. Okay, right. So for example is inositol. Inositol. Okay, inositol is one of the examples, and glycerol. Okay, so these are the examples of acid phospholipids. Okay, like this, lipids are present as a phospholipids. So phospholipids are based on the electrical charge. They are classified into two types: neutral phospholipids and acid phospholipids. Okay, all right. Generally, once we see the structure of the phospholipid, if we see the structure, generally, this is the phospholipid. This is the structure of phospholipid. Okay, right. So this one is the structure of phospholipid. Okay, right. So this is the head of the phospholipid. This is the head region of the phospholipid. Okay, so phospholipid head, and this is the phospholipid tail. So phospholipid head made of a phosphate group. Okay, tail is made of a hydrocarbons. Okay, right. So head is polar and soluble in the water. Head is polar, soluble in water. Polar and soluble in water. So it is called as hydrophilic. Hydrophilic. So why? Because it's soluble in water. It associates with the water. The head region is associated with the water. Okay, so it's soluble in the water. So it is called as hydrophilic. But tail is insoluble in water. Okay, it is non-polar and insoluble. Okay, insoluble. So it is called as hydrophobic. Okay, so hydrophobic. Okay, insoluble in water. So hydrophobic. Phobia. That means it fear by the water. Okay, right. So this is the structure of the phospholipid. Okay, the plasma membrane, these type of structures arranged in a bilayer. Okay, right. Now we know about the proteins. Okay, now we know about the proteins. Yeah, now we know about the proteins. Right. So proteins. So generally the proteins are also classified into two types. Okay, two types. So one is structural proteins. So structural proteins and functional proteins. Okay, structural and functional proteins. First we know about the structural proteins. Okay, structural proteins. Okay, right. So here structural proteins are called as the backbone of the plasma membrane. So backbone, okay, backbone of the plasma membrane. Okay, right. So here these structural proteins are also classified into two types. So one is external proteins and internal proteins. Okay, so structural proteins also classified into two types: external proteins, external proteins and internal proteins. Okay, internal proteins. So external proteins means they are loosely packed and associated with the surface of the plasma membrane. If we take the plasma membrane, this is the plasma membrane. I think you remember the structure of the plasma membrane. So this is the lipid bilayer. Okay, so this is the lipid bilayer. Okay, right here some proteins are associated with the surface of the lipid bilayer. Okay, surface of the lipid bilayer. So this is called as extrinsic. Okay, extrinsic or external proteins. Okay, so these are the extrinsic proteins. Okay, right. So for example, spectrin in RBC. Okay, extrinsic proteins. The example of the extrinsic proteins is spectrin. So spectrin in RBC. Okay, right. Some are intrinsic proteins are present. So intrinsic proteins means the proteins which are embedded in the phospholipid molecules, between the phospholipid molecules. Okay, some proteins embedded between the phospholipid molecules. That means, for example, here we see the diagram. This is some of the proteins. These are the some of the proteins. Okay, so these are called as intrinsic. Okay, intrinsic or internal proteins. They are embedded between the phospholipid molecules. Okay, like this. For example of the intrinsic, rhodopsin. Okay, rhodopsin protein in the rod cells. The rod cells of retina. Okay, so rhodopsin is the example of intrinsic proteins, and spectrin is the example of extrinsic proteins. Okay, like these proteins are classified into two types. They are the backbone of the plasma membrane. And functional proteins which are present, the functional proteins act as a carriers. They transport the molecules into and out of the cell. Okay, act as a carriers. Functional proteins act as a carriers. Okay, right. So there are some enzymes also present in the plasma membrane. There are enzymes. So enzymes also present in this. That is 5 nucleotidase. Next RNase. Okay, alkaline phosphatase. Okay, like these cytochrome oxidase. These are the enzymes which are present in the plasma membrane. So this is the chemical structure of the plasma membrane.